What's up guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloodborne. In the previous episode we finished up the research hall, did some miscellaneous stuff, beat the living failures out there, and then we came in here and beat the best boss in the game, Lady Maria. And then she gave us an item, I don't remember exactly what it's called, not the astral clock, the celestial dial. And we are now going to use this to uncover some more secrets of the Hunter's Nightmare. So let's hold up our celestial dial. And there we go, there's a pathway out there, but first things first, we have to temporarily put something on that makes us look ridiculous, but we're still gonna have to do it, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and let's get into that. This next area has 4 of the hardest enemies in the entire game, so I'm actually quite nervous about losing our 68,000 blood echoes, but we can't really sell them, or we can't really salvage them at this point. So we have damage reduction, stamina, HP. So let's go here. We need to take the hunter rune off, so we'll get a little less stamina recovery, and we have to put the milkweed on, which is small increase in item discovery, and we look ridiculous. This is the thing that we got from, I believe, from the head lady, the milkweed. You can see it kind of goes around our hands too. It actually looks kind of cool on the hands part. It's just the head part. Does she react? No.
Farewell.
Nobody really reacts to us. So anyway, we're only gonna have this on for a short while. Look like a broccoli head for a little bit. Well, let's go back to the astral clock tower, because we need to have this on for an NPC that we meet literally at the beginning of this next area, and then we never have to have it on again. So thankfully for us, we can just not do that because it looks stupid. I hate it. The game is obviously, this game has some weirdness to it. You can break Maria's little throne if you want, but I respect her, so we won't do that. And let's go through. Is it gonna tell us where we are? I don't know where the intro area is. Maybe it's not till we get to the next get a lead elixir there. Okay, cool. Come here, get Madman's knowledge. Okay, cool. And here's an NPC.
Child. Mercy. Oh, please.
Alright, so we can talk to him, so let's go ahead.
A curse here, a curse there. A curse for he and she. White hair. A bottomless curse. A bottomless sea. Source of all greatness. All things that be. Listen. For the baneful chants, weep with them as one in trance, and weep with us. Oh, weep with us.
Okay, we get the accursed brew, so we'll check what that is once we go back to the dream. But yeah, interesting. So we have the fishing Hamlet. We get a bunch of insight for that. You can see there's a shortcut we'll get later. Nice little ladder there. So that'll be nice for us in the later parts. But let's go back to Hunter's Dream and get this fucking milkweed thing off of our head, because I don't want it anymore. So yeah, that guy just talks about the Great One costs. We'll learn a little bit more about all that. But we can go and get our oath memory and put the hunter one back on, so now that we can get stamina recovery back a little bit faster. Also, I want to check the insight bath real quick, see if there's anything else that we can get with insight. Maybe we can get the bolt papers and all that fun stuff. Can we get Molotovs here? I was wondering about that. No, we can't, but we can get bloodstone chunks and blood rocks. Oh, we can get cold blood flowers here now. Okay. So that does kind of solve one of my issues I did have. We were talking about the chalice dungeons. I can't get to certain areas. I'm having a little debate of whether I'm going to do the chalice dungeons. I thought about just playing New Game Plus, because they are technically like level of New Game Plus type bosses and such. So I thought about beating the game and then doing the like final secret boss in New Game Plus, and I still think that might be the best idea. But anyway, because you can also get ritual stuff in normal drops in New Game Plus. So let's go to the fishing hamlet, and that's what we're gonna do in this episode, is go through this fishing hamlet. I'm still, like I said, after this last boss, I'm kind of debating what we're gonna do. But to get ready for something, we need to go. I don't think we'll need. No, we'll need sedatives eventually. I don't think we'll need antidotes. Let's just put some beast blood pellets on for a bit. But anyway, so we're gonna go this way because we obviously can't go straight forward, and there's the enemies we're gonna be facing in this area. They're like fish guys, so get some blood vials. This place is like full of traps, stuff like that. And over there is a big old fight. We'll get to that in a little bit. I don't think we can go back here anywhere. No. But I can hear people like talking in the background. I'm not a fan of that. But I don't know if it's these fish people or what it is. I just want to make sure, go around and make sure we're not missing any openings to these huts. Because there is a few huts that are open and we can go into, and we want to go into to get items and such. Okay, so I thought that they were throwing their spears, because they also do have an attack where they throw their spears. So I think that might just be a specific enemy. I'm not 100% sure. Otherwise, just keep your distance when they run at you. Go there. Perfect. Well, anyways, when we come up here, there is a shaman guy that throws stuff at you. So make sure you hit him. The rest of these guys aren't too bad. You do not want to go back around that corner yet, because that is not fun for us. So let's run up here and get this fish guy. Bunch of body piles and such everywhere. Tempering damp blood gem. Kind of want to see if that's any good. It was a 6, I believe. Physical attack, 9% thrust attack up, 10% we don't thrust, so unfortunately we'll come back down and get that in a little bit. I do get turned around in these DLC areas. Like I've told you guys, I'm least familiar with the DLC compared to like the rest of the game. But I think we do want to go down around into here. Yeah, you can see there's a bunch of those fire, like the little like oil urns. Let's see if we can see the big guy. Yeah, you see that big fish guy over there? Yeah, we don't want anything with him right now. But what we do want is to come over here and get this item. Let's go ahead and do that. Odd fire damp blood gem. So yeah, so what you can do is we're not gonna need these for a little bit either. So do we have any Molotovs? I don't know if we have any. Oh, we do. Perfect. So what you can do is you can just aim your Molotovs and throw them that way. You can kind of blow everybody up that way. That guy will come and try to grab us. R1L on that guy. But yeah. That guy who tries to grab us. Be nice if you can stop trying to grab me. There we go. A lot of these guys drop blood vials, which is really nice. But yeah, there's Big Boy. We don't want to go over there yet. I don't remember how we get up. Oh, I think this guy dropped some vials for us. Cool. That's like the #1 thing that they drop that I've noticed. So I don't remember how we get up to that other item that we saw back over there. But what you do want to do, see over here, there's some more like fire things that you can go. So that is the way forward. We're not going that way. We're not going to avoid this guy that much that we don't even like go fight him. We are going to fight him, unfortunately. So what we want to do is get this Great One's Wisdom up here. And then kind of just walk around up over here and kind of see what's going on over here. And what's going on over here is the ladder that we can kick down for ourselves. So there's Big Shark Boy. When we drop down, I think he's gonna fuck with us. I don't really want that, but I do believe that is what he's going to do. And then we still have the little guy there to fight too. Can we go up in here? Yes, we can. Cool. Oh, we had a guy that was gonna ambush us. Damn, that guy took 3 hits. Like I grabbed this. So I never pointed this out. When you get grabbed by enemies, if you smash R2 and L2, you'll break out of it a little bit faster. So that's what you want to do. Sorry if that came through the mic, but when you get grabbed, you want to. So you get the harrowed hood, garb, gloves, and trousers. I believe this is the armor that guy that has been telling us about the atrocities and stuff. I believe that's what he weared. And here, that's what he was wearing. We get the searches. We get a bloodstone chunk. So perfect for us there. So, I mean, without further ado, I don't really think there's too much more we can do other than go and get this guy. But you can see he still's got the guy in front of him, which I wish we would have taken care of. There's an item down here. You can also see there's a guy down here that's going to try to ambush us, so I don't know if he's going to see us as we drop down. We get that guy. Okay, thankfully for us, we get a Kin Cold Blood 10. But what you'll find with these guys is you can't really sneak up on them. Or maybe you can. Yeah, no. So I kind of want to see if I can get that guy. Okay, we got a backstab on him. Okay, we actually had a pretty decent fight against that guy. Not bad. I'll take it. 4,900 blood echoes from that. Get some blood vials. Get some more blood vials. So that actually went pretty alright. But, again, that's just one thing. We do have the shortcut now, so it's not bad. It just sucks that we'd have to run past that guy to get... Is this guy still alive? Where did you come from? How did I not fight you? Like, how did I not go around and fight you at some point? That's crazy. So you just want to heal up one more time, because down this well is a weapon that we do want to get, but it's also one of the worst enemy encounters in the game. So what we want to actually do is we want to use a beast blood pellet. This is a strategy from one of my favorite speedrunners, the new Blade Runner. He is a fantastic Bloodborne speedrunner. So what you want to do is come around with this guy. And nope, we fucked it up. Yeah, we super fucked it up now. Okay, that sucks. So as you can see, these guys are aggressive as hell. And can really fuck you up. Yeah, damn. So that didn't work. So what you want to do is you want to use the beast blood pellet and get it extra damage, and you want to shoot the wall like above him. That's so he doesn't look at you. I've never actually done it in practice. I've just seen him do it. So didn't really work out for me there. So, well, good luck to me. We're gonna just try to run over there and see if we can get down there. Because now, as you can see, everybody is back. So we're just gonna pop the pellet up here. We're just gonna drop down. I'm concerned. Yep, he already knows I'm here. Yeah, we lost our 80,000 echoes. Damn. I was hoping to just run down there, but we do need to go down here. So I just think we're just gonna try to fight them. Well, we have the beast blood pellets, so you know it is what it is. Just kind of sucks that I fucked up the strategy, and I don't know how really to go about doing it. Now that we're fucked up, and I'm very upset that we lost those echoes, man. So I think once they're aware of you up there, I think you're kind of... There we go. So that's how that was kind of supposed to go. And what you get from them is the Rakuyo, and that's why we wanted to come back here. I didn't do it exactly right, but that's kind of how you do it. You shoot the wall or ceiling, he looks, you are to him, and then you use the iframes when the second one comes. But again, we kind of butchered it a little bit there, but we did get a cool new weapon. You can hear winter lanterns as well, but they're not anywhere that we can have to deal with them right now, so... Rakuyo. Pretty cool fucking weapon. If you'll notice, let's go ahead and put it... What does it scale with? It scales with skill and arcane. So you can put it on, and it is a sword. But the coolest part is it a sword dagger. So it is the weapon that Maria was using. Yeah, you can do L2s as well, and you do these like little spin attacks. Pretty fucking awesome. The winter lanterns are up there. But yeah, now we lost our 87,000 echoes, so I'm kind of upset about that. 83,000, whatever it was. So we need to climb back up out of here. Oh, we've got Big Fishman on us. So we're probably just gonna die. But what we can do is go run around and get the entire village on us, right? That'll probably be helpful. But see, it's not as bad when you have like the whole area to deal with. I did not mean to jump there. I'm just trying to get some distance so I can get some health. I keep jumping when I don't mean to. Ooh-wee. There we go. We took about... So that works out. I am probably actually going to clear all these people out again. Because I want some of my echoes back. I know I can't get all of them, unfortunately. I kind of fucked myself over from that. But I would like to get as many as possible back. So that's what I get for having did some leveling, right? Fuck you. So there we go. We took out the shark guys though, so that's pretty cool. And there is just one guy, one shark boy left. So we still do get to deal with that. Now this is just the entrance to the fishing hamlet, I'm pretty sure. Oh, what the fuck? Forgot about you crawling out, but we only get 400 for them, so again, we're not going to get anywhere near our echoes back, unfortunately. Our 83,000. I should have tried to go get them before I tried to fight them, but I thought maybe I could do the strategy and then get my echoes back, luckily, but I was very, very incorrect, so that sucks for me. But yeah, so we can continue our whole... No, fuck that, I'm not doing that. So how come this guy can just run through these, but we would get exploded and such? It's pretty lame. So I think there is a guy up here, right? Oh, so that's the guy with the Molotovs. Maybe more than one of them have Molotovs, who knows? I do not know. I just know that someone magically appeared over here and got us, so we did go up around here. We never got this, the oil urns by these guys. Okay. Perfect. So now it is time to get back up. We'll eventually get around there and get this item. But so there's this guy throwing stuff at us. Get him. Then we get the dog, like the fish dog shark thing. They work just like regular dogs. You can shoot them once and knock them over if you would like. Dodged early for that guy. Get some of our health back. Oh, apparently you're still alive. Fuck you. Alright, so we got some spear guys. They're throwing their spears, so fuck them. The grab guys. I didn't really realize they have like... I thought those were hands for a second, but I actually they're like mini like pitchforks actually. So there we go. Take care of them. This whole nice little hallway of people to fight. And you can see we got a shaman. And we've got another spear guy up there. So that's our biggest problem. But what we're actually going to do is maybe take this guy out. And then try not to get hit by the magic. What we're actually going to do is up here in this building, there is a lantern. So there we go. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know if this guy can come in here. Okay, I don't like that. So I just wanted to light this lantern so that we could come back down and get these guys. I want to know if he'll de-aggro. Because we want to talk to that person that's laying there. I just don't know if maybe we go this way if he'll de-aggro. This is the shortcut we'll get later. There we go, perfect. Because we have the shaman and the other guy I think we still have to fight. Maybe we don't, but... Anyway, let's go here. Oh, he ran all the way back over there. Perfect. We're still going to fight them. Don't get me wrong. We're going to fight them. I want to get as many of my echoes back as I possibly can. And we also we need to go... I think we go up here, right, at some point? I thought we did, but maybe not. think down here is, yeah, an eventual shortcut, okay. And there's an item over here, so we do want to grab this item. Because we do have still this whole area down here left. We're not going to do that in this episode, though. Because we got some extra stuff. We're going to talk to the guy laying on the ground and go fight those big guys. The big guy and the shaman and do all that. You'll see a bunch of shortcuts that come back to this area. But anyway, let's talk to this guy.
Oh, you. I'm afraid I've made a bunch of things. Oh, I can hear the bell now. The beast-eyed assassin. He's after me. Again. And again. It never ends.
Damn.
Please. I need you to do something. This village is the true secret. Testament to the old sins. It feeds this hunter's nightmare. Please. Bring to an end the horror. So our forefathers sinned. We hunters cannot bear their weight forever. It isn't fair. It just isn't fair.
Alright, so we got Simon's Bowblade and the underground cell inner chamber key. So, Simon, that was his name, is now dead. So, I don't know if that's a weapon. Is Simon's Bowblade a weapon? It is a weapon. I think maybe it's like a dagger, but it's skill, blood tinge, and arcane. We would need 3 more arcane to use it. We won't. Anyway, choice weapon of Simon, one of the first healing church hunters. Simon despised firearms, and so the church workshop had this specially fashioned to his liking. The large curved blade serves as a bow when transformed. But aside from a few close friends, Simon was scoffed at for his choice of arms, for who would dare face the beast with a measly bow? And I guess we didn't read the Rakuyo. Fucking awesome weapon, by the way. Anyway, hunter weapon wielded by Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. A trick sword originated in the same country as the Canehurst Chikage, only the sword feeds not off blood, but instead demands great dexterity. Lady Maria was fond of this aspect of the Rakuyo, as she frowned upon blood blades despite having a distant relative of the queen. But one day she abandoned her beloved Rakuyo, casting it into a dark well when she could stomach its presence no longer. I'm pretty sure she still used it though. So maybe that was, I don't really know how she works. She didn't have her weapon before we touched her, so I don't know. But that's the weapon she uses. It just is. So now that we have this lantern, we can risk losing our echoes again. We're gonna go wrong. Nope, not wrong way. Okay, we're gonna stop. So the other thing you can do for these guys that I've seen be semi-effective, we'll just do it because why not, is you can use a blue elixir, and you won't be able to like sneak up fully on them, but you can get close enough that you can get an R2, kind of like when we shot, and use that to get an R2 on the big boys. And get killed. So, yeah. Didn't quite work out. I thought he was gonna die, but this one I think might be even stronger. Because the other ones... No, did we get 2 on the one down in the bottom of the well? I don't quite remember. But now we've got to try to do this with all of these guys around too, so that's not cool. Okay, well at least he has the decency to go down there. So that's nice. Get the shaman out of here. Is there anything up here? Oh no, yeah, that's where we actually have to go. Okay. Well, I am now pretty irritated. I don't know if one of them is going to have picked up my echoes now either. But anyway, we go back over here. This is the item that we could see before. Bloodstone chunk. Perfect. I want to see if I can kind of get these guys like one at a time. Again, with their quick attacks, that shit's mad annoying. I don't think I can get him to come actually fight me, though. But I could maybe get the big guy to come fight me. 1 versus 1. Well, it's not 1 versus 1. So that kind of sucks for me. And he's the one who has my echoes too. Yeah. Damn, it's gonna be a lot harder now. But we only had our 1,000 echoes. We lost our 20k now, so that doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like I said, those guys are just hard. It just sucks that I lost my 80,000. If I had my 80,000, I would care a little bit more. I just care about having beaten everything in an area. I can't not beat everything in an area. So let's go ahead and get this shaman. Run around in some circles so they miss. My problem is I can't just get everybody. I did take damage from the other guy though, so maybe if I can just get just the big guy. Well, now I got the dog too. Alright, let's heal. Now we can see if we can get just Fish Boy. We can get ourselves some distance here with this and heal. There we go. So now we have beaten every enemy in this area. It doesn't actually matter now whether or not we lost our echoes. I do want to fight everything. You can also parry those guys, by the way, in case you were curious. You can go and parry them. But we're not going to fight everybody to try to get all of our echoes back. I would love to go back and fight all of those people, get all of our echoes back, but unfortunately that is not something that will happen for us. But it's okay. You can also come down here. That helps me. I missed a Great One's wisdom. So there you go. I think we already went down around here, right? Yeah, because you can overlook the whole well and village, and this is where we got that item. Perfect. That you can kind of see from down there. So, perfect. So, now we are done with the first half of the fishing hamlet. We got the Rakuyo, which is the hardest part. We did get Simon's Boneblade as well. That is where we'll eventually go. It looks like the moon is kind of like got some weird clouds around it. But first things first, we have to go deal with what our boy Simon said. Simon says. And kind of avenge him. So there is an area that we can go back to now. I wish I would have been able to level up. My 83,000 echoes are done. My Maria echoes are gone. That makes me sad. But where we're going to go back to is the underground corpse pile. If you remember, there was one door that we had a key that we couldn't get into. So we are going to... Or we had a door that we needed a key that we couldn't get into the door. I think I said that weird. But regardless, What we're gonna do is, we didn't read this yet. Underground cell inner chamber key. Key to the inner chamber of the cell below the Grand Cathedral. The innermost chamber of the underground cell holds a lone madman. He wears a beast hide and rings a bell and emits no sound. Unending death awaits those who can hear the soundless bell. So, unfortunately for Simon, he could hear that bell, and he was getting basically invaded on repeat by that guy. So what we can do actually is go end that, because otherwise we would have it. So you could come down here, and now that we've seen Simon and had him die, you can fight this guy 4 different times, or you can fight him once and just get it kind of over with. See, we can hear the bell now. And we get this guy. Not that hard, but he shows up at inopportune times, and you can see the weapon that he had. So you get Brador's testimony. So I think you miss out on echoes by not fighting them as well, but I don't really care. So now we can go down here to this big cell, and that guy that was talking about, can you hear the bell, where we couldn't hear the bell he was talking about.
Do you hear this? Fear the bell's toll. For only death awaits foolish prying eyes, and the church assassins are never far behind.
Yeah, so you're a psycho. So open the door with the underground cell inner chamber key.
Look who's here. Welcome to my quarters. I've never entertained a guest before. Are you going to kill me? After all you've done, kill me? As if to right your wrongs.
I don't know if you can talk to him anymore after that.
What is it? Or perhaps beg my forgiveness? Well, leave off. What's done is done.
I don't care about your laugh. What else?
What is it? Oh, well.
Beg forgiveness, or, well, no, what I'm actually gonna do is kill your ass.
Such is the nature of man.
There we go, and from this, we get the blood letters. Now we don't have to deal with him coming into our areas really anymore, and we don't have to worry about him basically like invading us. He's basically a invasion. It is a strength blood tinge weapon, so it's kind of like the Chikage, because you stab yourself. I thought I had the Chikage. Maybe I never bought it, or maybe I never. You don't get it. That's right. You just get the ability to buy it. So with the Chikage, you can stab yourself, and your blood gets your blade gets blood on it, and you can do a lot of damage with blood tinge. The blood letter is the same, except it's like a strength blood tinge, so it scales with both of those. Blood attack and physical attack. The Demented Hunter weapon brandished by Brador, the healing church assassin. The blood letter assumes its true and terrifying form after it draws upon blood from the inner reaches of one's body and soul. This is the only effective means of expelling tainted blood, or so Brador, isolated in his cell, continued to believe. So there we go. Nice new weapon for us that we won't use. But we have taken care of Brador since him and his assassins, or whatever he was doing there. You can see he killed those guys for me, so that's cool. No more assassins behind these doors either. But yeah, he took care of that for us. But now that we killed him there, we don't have to fight him 17 times through the second half of the fishing hamlet, because we'll get the rest of his armor set when you fight him. So where is it? Brador's testimony. The scalp of a horrible cleric beast, indicating that Hunter Brador, a healing church assassin, had killed a compatriot. Afterward, he wore his ally's own scalp and hid himself away deep below in a cell. The church provided him with a single soundless bell of death to ensure their secrets would be kept. So, there you go. That's what we got going on now for us with our 14,000 echoes that we lost, all 83,000 now. Because we would have had 83,000 and probably what 20, well 14 I guess, because we killed those other guys. We'd have had over 100,000 if we had not died. But you know, such is life when you suck and you die. I mean, we died to the big fish people, which are actually pretty messed up.
Gammon away.
Yep, go on. So channel blood echoes. How much? We need 83,000 to level up. We would have been able to level up had we not died. We could have went back and came back, but you know, got more skill, been a stronger person.
Farewell.
Damn.
good hunt.
We do have some kin cold blood nows, or kin cold blood now. 2 of the 10s, but that's what, like 10,000, 20,000, something like that. But all right. So I think the reason that that fish guy runs off is so that you don't have to fight him repeatedly when you use this lantern and you're trying to go back through this village that we're going to go through. So I kind of think that's why it doesn't, or he runs off and makes it so you don't have to fight him over and over and over again. Yeah, because we literally go the way that he just came from. So, because we already went this way, right? I just want to double check. Yeah, because that's where the shortcut is. That's where we got the item. Okay, perfect. Want to make sure we've already done everything else that we can do from this hut. So yeah, in the next part, we will continue that way. We will get through the rest of the fishing village, which actually isn't, or fishing hamlet, I think is actually called. It's actually not that far. And then in the next episode, I believe we will fight the final boss of the DLC. And then we'll have completed the DLC. I don't know what we're going to do. I can't decide whether I want to do the Chalice dungeons in New Game Plus. So go do the final boss of the base game first and then do New Game Plus. I think that's actually what we're going to end up doing. I won't show you guys New Game Plus. I'll just show you that what level we get to and us going through. Because I want to do all of the chalices because they're optional. You only have to go into them to get items. But I want to do all of the actions that are in there. The only thing I might do prior to New Game Plus is, even though you can buy them, we have those. We need 4 cold blood flower buds, and we missed one in the Nightmare Frontier. I might either just go get it so I have it and then we can do it, or I might just, you know, get some, see if I can do them in New Game Plus. So we'll see. Just buy them or get them in New Game Plus. I don't really know, nor do I care that much. I just want to show you them, and they are leveled for New Game Plus because the Chalice dungeons stay static. So if you did New Game Plus like 60 and you got to like level 999 or something, you would probably one-shot everything. But I think there's a static amount that you level up after. Like, I know there's the hard caps. So it's like where our strength 50, I think, hit the hard cap. So if we went through and got to like, let's say we went from 50 to 99, I'm pretty sure our attack would only go from like 500 to like 600, which is still 50 a hit, so don't get me wrong, it's still good, but I just don't think that it would matter as much. But anyway, that's just how I think the leveling goes. I don't know if it'd be only 50, it might be a little more than that, it might even be a little less than that, because once you hit that hard cap, it just goes up less. Like, you'll go up levels and not get any points, from my understanding. But I've never really gone that far. I don't even think I've beaten New Game Plus of Bloodborne, because I just played it over again on just New Game regular, so... But I wanted to get different endings and do all the other stuff, so... But I just think it would be more leveled if we did it at the New Game Plus Chalice stuff. And because I'm going to be honest, I am only doing the Chalices for the bosses. I don't necessarily enjoy the Chalice dungeons themselves. I just enjoy the bosses in them. And unfortunately, you have to go through extra Chalices and, like, do all that. So if I'm going to show them, I might as well just do it in New Game Plus so I can be a little bit... Is he alive? Still, he was moving. No, he's dead. Okay. I was like, weird. But anyway, I think that's the route we're actually going to go. We're probably going to end up doing it in New Game Plus, but if that's a problem, then I guess oh well. But I do want to show off those bosses, but I also don't really care to do it at the like, it's not the correct level, because the one that we went level 3 is basically endgame. That's like Wet Nurse level. The lower Theramu Chalice, I believe, is what we did. Yes, we did the lower Theramu Chalice. Level 3s, our depth 3s, are basically the same level as, like, us fighting the final bosses, like Wet Nurse and such. So we're on level for this, but these level 4s are even past that, and then level 5s are even past that, and we have to do part of the Ailing Loran to get items to do the final, and we have to do part of the Great Is to get items to do the final chalices. So we are just going to go through the full Ailing Loran, the full Defiled, which you have to, the Defiled Chalice you have to, but the full Ailing Loran, the full Great Is, these two are like half optional. You just have to go there to get items. So we're going to go through these two full ones, go through the Defiled Chalice. So we'll do this one, probably Ailing Loran, Defiled, Great Is, and then we'll do the final one for the final chalice for the final like super optional boss. So you can see it costs 11,000 echoes to get in there. So like I said, I would just rather do it in New Game Cycle. So I think that's what we're gonna do. But again, I've just been blabbering on about our plans for the future of this Let's Play. So in the next part, for the actual next episode, what we are going to do is finish up the fishing Hamlet and go and fight the final boss of the DLC. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.